Hello and welcome. As an AI expert in modern hospitality, it's my pleasure to welcome all of you from the Europe Hotel School to this online learning journey. In the world of modern hospitality, driving revenue and building loyalty, well, they're really the twin engines of success, aren't they? And you're on the front lines of this industry's future. So today, we're going to break down how two of the most powerful tools you have, email and loyalty programs, are the absolute keys to building a thriving hotel business.
Okay, let's start with a foundational truth, a fact that just cuts through all the noise. In a world with a million different marketing fads, email, it's still one of the highest converting channels we have, period. Think of it as your direct line to the guest. It's the bedrock of the entire strategy we're about to build.
So here's the big idea for today. This isn't just about sending a few emails here and there or creating some basic point system. No way. We're talking about building an integrated engine, a system where every single part works together to drive not just quick revenue, but genuine long-term loyalty.
You know, every great building needs a solid foundation. And for us, in this business, that foundation is data. Before you can even think about sending a single email, you have to understand who you're talking to. And that, of course, all starts with your guest database.
Think of it this way. A massive, messy list of guest emails is basically just digital noise. It's almost useless. But a clean, well-organized, segmented database, that, my friends, is your most valuable asset. The real insight here is that a smaller, well-organized list is infinitely more powerful than a huge, messy one. Quality over quantity isn't just a cliché here. It is the golden rule.
So, how do we bring order to all that data chaos? Well, we segment. Now, I know this is a concept you're familiar with from your studies, but it is absolutely critical in practice. We break down our guest list by their preferences, their travel history, what kind of booking it was, business or leisure, and, of course, how often they stay with us.
And here's what that looks like when you visualize it. In this simple breakdown, you can already see these totally distinct groups popping out. You're not talking to one single audience. You're talking to your loyal members, your business travelers, families, first-timers, and every single one of them needs to hear a very, very different message. Okay, so this leads us right into our next section. Once you've got your data all nice and segmented, the next step is to actually use it. And this is where we unlock the real power of personalization, to make every single message, every touch point truly matter. Just look at this. The difference is absolutely night and day. On the left, you've got this generic, totally forgettable email that's probably going to get deleted without a second thought. But on the right, a personalized message. It uses the guest's name. It acknowledges they've stayed before. Which one do you think actually builds a relationship? It's a no-brainer.
And personalization goes so much deeper than just using a name. Relevant content means sending a family a guide to kid-friendly spots nearby, or letting a past business traveler know about your brand new conference rooms. It's all about providing real value that's tailored to exactly what they need and what they're interested in.
And the results? Well, they're undeniable. When you take the time to personalize your communication, you see a real, measurable lift in engagement. It just makes sense. People respond when they feel like you actually get them. The takeaway here is so simple. Personalization isn't some nice-to-have feature. It's a direct driver of your hotel's performance.
This leads us perfectly into our third big pillar. So, how do we take all this great personalized engagement and formalize it, turn it into a lasting relationship? The answer, of course, lies in a really well-thought-out loyalty program.
Let's start with a clear definition, just so we're all on the same page. A loyalty program isn't just about giving out discounts. It is a deliberate, structured strategy. And its one and only purpose is to give your guests compelling reasons to choose your hotel again and again and again.
Now, as you've probably learned, the very best loyalty programs all share these three essential traits. First, they have to be simple for guests to understand. Second, they have to offer rewards that people actually want. And third, they have to be completely effortless to use. Remember this, complexity is the enemy of engagement.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. The points, the perks, those are just the tools we use. The real goal is to forge an emotional connection. You want your guests to feel like they're valued members of an exclusive club, not just another transaction in your property management system. All right, let's dive into our final and I think most critical section. The relationship with your guests doesn't end when they hand in their room key. In a lot of ways, the most important phase is just getting started. Let's look at what happens beyond the checkout. This right here, this is a fundamental shift in thinking. That post-stay period is a golden opportunity. It's your chance to solidify that positive experience, to gather really important feedback, and to start laying the groundwork for their next visit. The conversation has to continue.
This timeline gives you a really clear, actionable roadmap. A quick thank you and a feedback request just a day later shows you care. A follow-up offer a month later keeps your hotel top of mind. And then a little nudge after 3 months, that can be the perfect trigger for their next booking. It's this continuous, strategic loop of communication.
And this brings us right back to the beginning. This whole integrated system of email, loyalty, and post-stay communication, it does way more than just drive revenue. It creates this incredibly powerful feedback loop, giving you priceless insights to constantly refine and improve every single part of your hotel's operation. So, I'm going to leave you with a question to carry with you throughout your careers. I want you to always ask yourselves this: are my strategies built for just one-time transactions, or are they designed to build lifelong relationships? Because the hoteliers who truly understand that distinction, they're the ones who are going to define the future of this amazing industry.